Well, we're off into town for a few minutes. What we're going to do?
I want to get some more glasses.
He's picking up his second pair of glasses, which he desperately needed.
I don't desperately need them. I needed the
You need
first
that pair.
The other pair are identical.
Because the other ones were wonky.
Yeah, it's two for it was a bog off.
A bog off, yeah. So he's going for the second bog off. Well, despite the fact that we're still in lockdown, there's quite a lot of people around on the streets. I'll show you. And this is Sunday morning. He's gone to get his second pair of glasses. Sunday, and lockdown is finishing on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday, I think? So there'll be even more people out shopping, I reckon. I think they'll be keen to get out there. And I see they have the Christmas lights up. This statue is of Joseph Pease. This town apparently is a Quaker town. I had never heard of a Quaker town before until I moved here. And it's a Quaker town. And look, we have our Christmas tree all up and ready. And Christmas decorations. I would imagine they put them on at night time, but nobody's here to be able to see them. So, and lots of pigeons. We have an awful lot of pigeons in town. Is that the new pair?
No, this is the old pair.
That's
Well,
the old-
the old new pair.
The old new
The old
pair.
new pair. These are the new pair. And these are this is my mask.
Oh, this is his mask. This is his special mask that he got from one of our suppliers. They've been selling them. They're not cheap, are they?
30 quid.
30
Retail.
quid. Retail £30, but they
But they're very good.
very good. Yes, my son's got one. I sent one to my son who's teaching, so he can use it when he's teaching in the class. They're basically ones that you can use, and really the masks aren't for you to catch anything, they're to stop you from passing it on.
Yeah, spreading it.
From spreading it.
You can't snog in them though.
Oh,
It's a
anyway.
bit painful. Yeah, that's that. Well, basically, you can see my boyish good looks.
when you're groomed. Anyway, I was just looking at all those birds up there. Look at all those birds sitting up there. It's almost like that film. What do you call them? Hitchcock? Alfred Hitchcock's
The
film,
birds.
The Birds.
Yeah.
They're all sitting there. Are they all the pigeons?
Yeah.
We have a
Pigeons.
lot of pigeons in the town. And
Which translates to a lot of pigeon poo.
which translates to a lot of pigeon poo. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It is Vlogmas. Say good morning.
It's what?
Vlogmas.
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 Oh, Vlogmas.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it means you're doing a vlog, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do it for 24 days.
Eh?
We do it for 24 days.
Do we?
Yeah. So you might be appearing every day for 24 days.
That'll be too much for them. Oh, my eyes gone funny. Yeah, good. So what does that mean then?
Just means they
do I
want-
do song and dance?
No, they want to see a day in the life, and we've got to talk to them, and I just show them. I've got some advent calendars we're open, and just talk about how we're prepping for Christmas.
Prepping for Christmas. Well, we're basically getting the way you prep for Christmas is basically you don't talk to anybody or see anybody for months and months and months, and then when Christmas comes, you're ready for it because you're not going to see anybody or talk to anybody. Oh, we might talk to somebody
Yeah, we might talk to somebody
on
WhatsApp.
Doodah thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it really. I will make an appearance. I'll make a promise that I'll make an appearance in my suit.
You haven't got a Santa suit?
I've got a
Oh,
festive suit.
Yeah, a festive suit.
I've got a festive suit.
Yeah.
I'll do an appearance.
Right, okay then.
All right, it's a promise.
Yeah,
Right, so keep checking
there you
in.
go. That was a comment from his lordship. Oh, sorry, I've got my hand on the thing. I've just had an email from a company called Carmelec that I've bought a pattern from in the past that I haven't used actually, but they do these little Santa things, and the Santa sewing pattern is only $4.97, and another one that they've offered is Well, my dining room table has not only been taken over by a cat, but it's been taken over by trophies and his lordship's laptop. We have our usual batch of Christmas orders that are pouring in, and he's insisting on doing it. And you've got runny eyes. I'm going to have to clean your eyes. And yeah, complete takeover. Meanwhile, her other ladyship is fast asleep on my box of fabrics. I have fabrics right in there. The cable that is running there is running across the chair, and it's round to there, and it goes out to his outside shed for when he needs it to, I don't know what he needs it for. It's for, he goes into his shed and he has to connect it through the house because there's no electricity in the shed. So yeah, and she wants to be out yet again. So I've received, I'm totally undressed. It is early morning. Well, it's 11 o'clock. It's time for coffee in a minute. But I want to show you what I've just got through the post, if I can find where I put it. Got some fabric. I'm getting fabric coming in left, right and centre. There's a lot of people selling cheap fabric, so I am buying this cheap fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm buying it. I'll show you some stuff that I got before, and then I'll show you what I've just bought today. I bought, and I already have some of this, I've bought some white cotton polyester, and it was going quite cheap. I can't remember who I got it from. Who did I get it from? It doesn't say. Oh yeah, let me have a look. It's paper. I'm not going to get it out because just cotton polyester. It's from Fabric by Carol. And I paid for 2 meters. I paid $8.99, and the postage was $4.24, so it was $13.23 altogether. So what I thought was, don't wear white very often; it gets dirty in my hands. But guess what? I can dye it. I've got the sunshine in my. I'm not complaining because it's a lovely day. Then another one that I got has just come in this morning, and that's purple t-shirt material. There's enough. Oh. See if I can tilt you around a bit more like that. There's enough to make some kind of a t-shirt with it. It's about 1 metre, and I don't think I paid very much for that either. It's like that one. Then I've got another one that I haven't opened up yet. Let's see what's in here. Get my scissors. Oh, yes, this is some floral fabric. Oh, and some spotty fabric. Not that I haven't already got spotty fabric, but this is floral fabric that I saw on... This was in the auction site on eBay. So let's show you what this is like. This is... I think there's a couple of meters here. Couple of meters. It'll make a nice dress for the summer. When we get a summer next year. I do believe. It's quite a couple of meters there. It's enough to make a nice dress for me. So that's one. And then the other one is some spotty, big spots. And this is a jersey as well. Polyester, is it a polyester? Oh no, it's a cotton jersey, this one. Whereas the flowery one is a polyester jersey. And this is a cotton jersey, very cold. You can tell that, I can tell that's cotton jersey because it's very cold to the touch. Whereas that one there is warm to the touch. I think the polyester must make a difference, but this is very cold to the touch, unless it's damp, I don't know. But there's quite a lot of this. There you go. A couple of meters again. So very pleased with those. Anyway, I'm going to stop for the moment, put these in the washing machine, and I'll catch you later. It's me again. The nice thing about vlogging it in the evening is the light is much better on my face and it makes me look younger. That's why you all keep saying, you really look lovely with your hair like that. And it's because it's purple and I've got the makeup on this afternoon. Didn't have it on this morning. And yes, this lovely light seems to make me look a lot better. Still got the wrinkles, still got the yucky face, but never mind. Bit of makeup and a bit of sombre lighting makes a difference. Anyway, it is December the 1st. We have nothing much to look forward to, but let's try and enjoy this next 24 days before Christmas Day. I have nothing to look forward to on Christmas Day. Well, wait, no, I shouldn't say that. His Lordship and I will be eating alone on Christmas Day, as we have done every other year, but we shall be eating alone likely on Boxing Day. And to be honest, I don't mind. I know I have company, a lot of you lot don't, so that is a bit of a downer for you, I do know. And I don't want to go on too much about this because I want to cheer you up. I don't want to get you miserable. So, first day of December, and I have got advent calendars. Now, one of them, I did plan to get another one. I planned to get the Women's Gadgets German one that I got the last time. And I ordered it and then I was told that they didn't have it in stock and they couldn't get it for me. So that's one that you're not getting. So I have two of them. One of them I'm sure you will see on other websites, on other vlog sites. Let me get them. His Lordship put some cheap flooring down on this floor and it keeps breaking up and I'm playing hell at him. I keep saying, we should have gone for the better stuff. If I keep lifting it up, I'll eventually have a new, I'll eventually be back to the floor that I wanted. Anyway, I have not one, oh no, hold on. I have not one advent calendar for you, not two advent not two advent calendars for you, not three advent calendars for you, but possibly four. I say possibly four because number 4 hasn't turned up yet. Number 4 is one I purchased from John Lewis just about last week, and I caught my eye on it and I thought, oh, that might be quite interesting, but it hasn't come yet. One of them is a sewing, one of them is a kind of a beauty one, one of them is a Sherlock Holmesy type of one, and one of them is a geographical one. The one that hasn't come is the geographical one. So let's start with the one that I've got first that you probably all know about. And it's falling to bits already. I think I need some sellotape on there. I actually ordered this one in October, and it's this one, the hemline one. Hemline, it's different from last year's. Well, apart from the colour, last year it was red, I think it was. The Women's Gadgets one was red. I can't remember what the hemline one was, but this time it opens up like a little book. That opens that way. I haven't opened it yet. And that one that way, and it's going to, oh, I think we're probably going to have to tear it off. But this time it's all set out like that beautifully. This is the first time I've looked at it actually. It's really nice. It's just a shame that that it's kind of falling to bits. But there's it's like a little house. Isn't that lovely? Well, I think I'm going to have to sellotape that to stop that from falling down. Hang on. Right, I'm all sellotaped together. You are going, aren't you? Yes. Oh, while I remember, his lordship is in there. I must take you in. Let me take you in to see what he's doing. Hang on. Is that a grumpy face? Tell them why you've got a grumpy face.
Mobile phones, basically.
Why have you got a grumpy face with a mobile phone?
Best piece of advice I can give anybody if you want to remain calm and sane and happy is never swap your bloody phone.
Because he's just gotten, like yesterday, he decided he wanted a new phone because the one that he had was, well, what was wrong with the one that you had? You just...
No, it was getting a bit cranky.
It was getting a bit cranky. And he reckons that at a certain time phones must stop working so well. So he said, what one shall I go for? And I recommended the one that I have. And so eventually he would, when you tell him, when you make a suggestion to him, he always goes the opposite direction, don't you? What's the matter with that face?
So it says, do you want to update your WhatsApp and what have you? And I said, yeah, of course I do. So it's imported all the data, right? So the latest post that I can see is the 26th of March,
Right.
2020.
Anyway,
I'll rest my case.
I told him, well, the thing is, I said, do you want me to set it up for you? And you won't let me set it up. So he's been cursing and swearing and all sorts, haven't you? Yeah. Have you got anywhere yet with it?
I'm a little bit further forward in the sense that I'm possibly going to start using the old phone again.
Should I leave you to it? Do you want some help?
No.
No, you see, you won't have my help.
Well, it's not a case. I'm following the instruction and doing all the things it tells me to do.
Right.
It's just not doing them very well.
It's not doing them very well.
And also, it keeps wanting me to talk to the phone. Right. You know, that Google thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Google, will you help me out, please? Well,
Oh, you mean like the one I've got here where I say, OK, Google, give me the news.
now it's going to give the news. Is it?
Here's the latest news.
Boom, boom. Anyway, I won't talk to my phone like that.
It's just not giving me the
I'll
news.
tap it. No,
She's going to give me the news in a minute.
No.
Headlines from BBC News at 6:54 p.m.
OK, Google,
today.
stop. There you go.
Well, I'm not a technophobe by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, it's called old age.
It's not called old age. It's called.
You should see us do with mobile, with the remote controls, with the television and the what else have we got?
It's healthy cynicism for bloody modern technology. They tell you it'll do everything and jump somersaults and have you sorted out in minutes flat. Then when you sit down and do exactly what they tell you, right, it totally doesn't go to plan.
So you've upgraded this phone and got yourself a new one, and you got a special offer, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the reason I did it was because it said get a phone on. There was about 4 different contracts that they were applying it to. I got the cheapest, right? Free telly.
So I said, it's all very nice getting a free telly, but where we're going to put it? We don't even watch this one.
No, I know, but it's free telly. Put it on eBay.
So then I said, are you going to put it in the bedroom?
No.
No, because we had one in the bedroom and I've ever watched it.
We gathered more dust than programmes.
It did.
It was
So I don't know where we're going to put it because
No.
every wall in the house has got big pictures on it.
no. Well, if it's loads better than the one we've got,
Oh, we're going to change it.
we'll change it
Right.
and we'll get rid of that one. But if it's the same or as good, we'll stick it on eBay.
No, we won't. No, we won't. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I shall leave you to fix your phone, dearest.
Thanks.
And when I come back in, maybe you might have it sorted. See ya.
Bye.
So we're back here and we have our hemline. I've stuck these little doors to make it a bit easier. Hang on a second, make them open a bit better. I don't want those to break, and they're going to break. More sellotape needed. Hang on. I'll bring the sellotape here. And we'll put a big bit on the hinge to stop it from breaking off. A big bit on the hinge, so I've stuck the hinge down and then it won't break off, and then I'll bend that back. Right, that's better. Put the sellotape away. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and whoever's watching, this is the new hemline one, and isn't it adorable? I really like this. And so the big ones, well, we've got a big one on the 24th, a big one on the 19th, and a lot of little book type ones along there, and a medium sized one for the 22nd, which is a bit of a downer because that's my birthday. Never mind. Anyway, but we've got the first here, so let's start with the first. I'm going to put the boxes back in when I'm finished because you never know, I might reuse it next year. Anyway, oh, will it come out? Number one. Number one is a little box. I've had this before, but they never come in wrong. In fact, I've nearly used all of mine up because I find them quite handy. It is a needle case with the threads on already and a safety pin. I find this quite handy, and there's a couple of buttons there as well, and that's quite handy for when I have it in my drawer. My other one's in my drawer. I think I've used up all the needles, all the threads. But when you quickly want to tack something, when you're busy sewing and you don't want to have to fuss on threading something, that's really handy to grab a hold of. So number one was the needle and thread. So I'm going to leave that out and I'm going to put that box back, and that will just go back into the space there to keep it all looking nice. So that was the hemline advent calendar. Where'll I put it? I haven't got much room in here and there's not much space, so I think we'll put it here on this little bit of space here. Right, now then advent calendar number 2. Well, I'm a firm favourite of L'Occitane, of the French, what is it? They do hand creams. They do a beautiful shower gel. My sister-in-law gave me this beautiful shower gel, and some lovely things in there. Not makeup-y type things. Generally not. The things that I've used aren't makeup. But anyway, let's cut this and see where we are with this. Right, and this opens up. On the back it tells you what there is, but I have purposely not looked to see what it is. And it's two like that. It's another little housey type thing. And oh, it smells gorgeous. Oh, some lovely smells if you like soapy smells. And so we start with let's find out where the biggies are. I can't find a biggie. Where's 24? 24 is often a biggie. 21, 24. Oh, it's not a very big one. That's 24. I always think they should have a big one for 24 because you've built up to a crescendo and you really want to open it, don't you? Then Oh, they're all more or less a standard size. I've got it tilted sideways to see. Number 20 is big, that's here. And that seems to be this. Most of this seems to be empty from about there to there, must be empty. And number 8 seems quite big, which is that one. But I need to find number 1. Where's number 1? Oh, there's number 1. Number 1 is there. So we'll do that one and run my fingernail across. Hang on a second. There. Right. Number 1 is, woohoo, a little bit of cream. It is, put that down and put it there. Number 1, oh, I'm going to fall over. Number 1 is Ultra Rich Lip Balm. Ultra Rich Lip Balm, nice for the winter. And oh, that's a nice little shaped thing that you get. And a little bit's come out. I don't know if you can see that. Does it smell of anything? No, a little bit of a smell. But number 1, Ultra Rich Lip Balm. Right, so that's the second one. So you are now going to see every day the hemline one and the L'Occitane. L'Occitane. It's actually L'Occitane. But I don't know why, some reason I call it L'Occitane. I don't know why, L'Occitane. The next one is, it's a Sherlock Holmes advent calendar, but it's a one with a difference. It's a book. A Sherlock Holmes advent calendar. Well, it's Mr. Holmes advent calendar. And each day there is a situation that happens, and you have to decide who it is that's done it. And the next day, I'm going to give you the story, and on day 2, the next day, I will tell you who it is that's done it. Three Unholy Kings is the title. So the first one is about 3 men. One is found dead, and he's called Caspar Brighton, and his 2 work associates. One is called Balthazar Fowl, and the other one is called Melchior Spelling. So this is what happens. The corner shop didn't look very inviting and felt just as chilly as a London night at this time of the year. In the back room, a young man lay sprawled out on his portly belly in a scarlet pool of his own blood. His arms were stretched out in front of him. The fingertips of his left hand showed a number of blue stains, while the fingertips of his right hand were smeared with red blood. Melch, M-E-L-C-H, was written in blood on the floor above his right shoulder, in washed-out capital letters. In the freezing cold, ice flowers bloomed on the surface of the blood and on the back of the corpse. Icy. This poor man's name is Caspar Brighton, Mr. Holmes. I'm Balthazar Fowl, and that's Melchior Spelling over there. We all used to work at the market together until we pooled the money we earned last Christmas to rent this place. Our very own shop, thanks to all those London punters, drinking punch and eating gingerbread men. Our dream come true. Except poor old Caspar. He wasn't any good with money. Chalked up a lot of debt with us, and when he couldn't pay up, I started pushing him to hand over his shares instead. The 2 of us found him lying there when we opened our shop this morning. Horrible. And him writing the name of his murderer with his last strength in his own blood. Shut up, Balthazar. I didn't do it. Melch? What's supposed to mean? Not Melchior, surely? It wasn't me. I'm not saying he wasn't difficult, but we were mates, friends even. Shot at close range, the doctor said, who was examining the body. From behind with a small caliber, nicely centred in through the spine, trachea and esophagus, and out through the larynx. Melchior, how hideous, you swine! Gentlemen, said Holmes, please, you are quite right. Hideous indeed. However, things are not what they seem. Who do you think killed Caspar Brighton? Was it Melchior, or was it someone else? You will find out tomorrow. And lastly, because I've been on an awful long time, and I don't think the next ones will be as long as this, lastly, the final Advent calendar is coming, fingers crossed, tomorrow or the next day, and I'll be able to let you see what that one's about. So until tomorrow, December the 2nd, we're going to love you, and we're going to leave you, and we'll catch you next time. Bye!